Yo, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of Pre-Match Carnage. I haven't done a Pre-Match Carnage in a little while, it feels like. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how I feel about pre-match shows, man. But today we had to do one because we're about to defend our trophy. I think it might have slipped a few people's minds and brains and thoughts, but we are the defenders of the League Cup, as I call it. I don't call it by a sponsor name because, sponsor names can get all kind of ridiculous. Carabao, Lucozade, Milky Way, all of this business, man. Little Woods, you know what I mean? This is the League Cup and we're defenders of this trophy. So we had to do a pre-match show. Of course, as you can see in the title of the show, Slot Roulette. What does it look like? We're going to get an indication of how Slot perceives this domestic trophy. We're going to talk about Trent, the interview he gave. It wasn't an interview. We'll get into what it was. And there's a couple of statements or sentences he put out in the public. We're going to talk about anything else Liverpool. Plus, we're going to be reacting to the Rodri ACL injury, suspected ACL. But if Ornstein says it is, it pretty much is. I could talk about all those things on my own. You guys already know me, man. You know what I mean? I got a big gob. I can talk about those things on my own. But I would look like a weirdo. You know what I mean? My opinions are weird enough. So I thought I'd bring in a panel that's going to talk with me and to me and about Liverpool. Colonel is in the building. People already been asking, where the Colonel been, man? Colonel, where you been, bro?
Just trying to figure out where I slot in or where slot fits in. Bro, it's mad. And mad is like in a good way, man. Things has been it's a bit different, man. I don't know how I feel about the different things, you know what I mean? Because I like to come out with the wild takes, and I'm trying to be positive, and people put my positive takes as wild takes these days. So just giving it a minute to slide in there, literally and figuratively, and yeah, man, just trying to find my place amongst the fans, man, because
you're a bit confused. Beautiful. I know, but it's good though, actually, because I haven't heard your thoughts since the bad result we had. I can't remember.
No, you haven't heard from me before that. So you heard from me before that. You haven't heard.
It's going to be interesting to see where you at with Liverpool, because I'm always intrigued, and I mean, I like to fight you. You know what I mean? When you come out, your mad ones, but it is what it is. People, as N says in the build and in the chat, like the video on the way in. Big up people, hit the like on the way in. Big up Total Eclipse. I see you people in the chat. Mohammed, what's happening? From the insane to the sane. What are you saying? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I can't complain. I don't know how sane I am, but I guess we'll see.
Well, a couple of your shots we're going to question you about as well. Certain players that you pulled up at the start of the season have been pulling up, as the case may be.
A lot of apologizing, and I'm more than happy to do so.
Okay, fair. That's what I like to see, because football is a humbler. We're here, and we're here to be humbled, man. As long as it's for the betterment of Liverpool Football Club, 100%. We don't care.
I don't care. Listen, let them all these lads that I've spoke by the boat. I had my points, and I think they were quite valid. They've proved me wrong. I'm humble as hell, and I can accept that. And long may it continue, and I pray it does.
Big up, none of your businesses in the building, as always. Says, unleash Freddie Church and the agent of chaos. Smash the likes. Ole says, big up Grizz and Amanda. Enz, what are you telling me? Hope you're doing very well as well.
Good, man. Our team is doing well, quietly, calmly. No headaches, no craziness. So, I mean, that's the way we have to be. Just be under the radar, man. Carry on doing our thing.
Well, listen, I've started a little thing, innit, with the ninjas. Like, Colonel won't know because he's on Twitter. But, Colonel, basically, I've been bringing out this emoji. We're the ninjas this season. You don't need to worry about us. You don't need to talk about us. We're not in the limelight. Like N says, quietly and calmly. We're just going to be
in the shadows.
Silent assassin, shadows. Take it how you want, Colonel. What are you saying? Ninjas, yeah?
I don't know, man. That sounds out there still, man. Yeah, it sounds out
you're
there.
Mad.
Man. I don't like
you're
that.
Mad. You're mad.
I don't like that, man.
You're mad. You're mad. But listen, people, I want to welcome a friend to the show. First time making his debut on the show. We have an international panel today. We, of course, know I'm from Old England. We know the Colonel is from New England. We know Mohammed is the Scouse Somali. And we know Enzo from East London. Well, now we've got a Welshman in the building as well. Brother Wahid, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing very well.
Yeah, big up to everyone. Thanks for having me on. And everyone watching, please smash the like button, get these likes up, get them going. I feel like I should give one of those statements like it's been one of my dreams to sign to the channel. I want to give the fans what they want and hopefully have a good career.
I said press conference. Yeah, you're media trained, brother. You're media trained. That's what I like to see.
No, rate it. You see, this is how the new players should come into the team and talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. Hold up a little Grizz shirt and say, "Yeah, thanks for signing me."
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
We won't disclose the fee, but yeah.
No. We don't discuss personal terms because that's where I get in trouble. Yeah. People start calling me FSG and that. Yeah, stop that. We don't want to go down that. We don't want to go down the nice one, Wahid. Of course, you guys will know by now that we're the Liverpool people in the chat. And we're going to be predominantly talking about Liverpool and sort of the team lineup, what we think is going to happen, the Trent comments, as I said, how we're going to approach this, and all things Liverpool. But of course, we're playing West Ham tomorrow, and of course, I've got another friend joining me on the stream as well. He said when I messaged him earlier, he said he's in a beauty parlor or a spa or a sauna or something. He's going to obviously explain what he meant. But I want to welcome Dan Lawless to the stream. Dan Lawless, of course, resident West Ham fan. He's been on my channel before as well. How are you doing, bro? Hope you're doing very well. And can you explain where you are, if you're allowed to?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put you on the spot.
Well, yeah, no. It's not even. Do you know what? I didn't know kind of what it was. It's like a hotel. It's like on some posh grounds, like. So we're in the middle of nowhere, some old stately where weddings happen, or it's not a wedding. I thought it was a spa thing, but it's a fancy hotel. That's all it is.
It's a fancy hotel. But listen, wherever you are, you're looking fresh, you're looking slick. Even if you haven't had the treatment yet, you're still looking good. So imagine what you look like after the treatment. But listen, hope your team isn't looking too good, and we're here to hear you give us your take on West Ham before we get into the Liverpool. Guys, smash the like, subscribe if you haven't, all of that good stuff. Go and check out Dan Lawless as well if you don't know. Get to know all things West Ham. Dan, tomorrow your team plays in the League Cup. In the list of priorities, where is the West League Cup for you guys this season? Considering new coach, you're not going to qualify for Champions League or even Europa, really, right? So where does this prioritize in your situation, in your estimation?
I mean, it was high. I can't lie. Like looking into it, I felt like we could have done really well in this competition. I don't rule out the Europa League. We've had not the best start, so I don't rule it out. Anything can happen. If we click, we got the players for it. But this Liverpool Anfield draw, the timing of it stinks. It was terrible. And this whole new rule that they've brought in that the teams that are in the Champions League and the Europa League can't draw each other in the third round until the fourth round. Yeah, like we've been stitched up by that rule. So yeah, like now, I just after that draw, I kind of just went into it and I just like, you know what, I don't care about it anymore. Do you know what I mean? If we win this, it's huge, but I don't feel like we're going to win this. And the chances, we've won once in Anfield in 60 years. So, I'm just whatever now.
We're gonna get into sort of very briefly in terms of what you think and what's gone wrong and what kind of start you've had to the season. If people haven't been following West Ham, Luke says, does he want Moyes back yet? We're gonna ask him that. Well, actually, let's start from that. You got rid of David Moyes because of what? Tell us why you got rid of David Moyes. Was it because of just results? Was it because of style? Was it because of philosophy about football? And if that's the case, what did you make of the Lopetegui signing before the season started? So obviously we want your opinion now, but what did you make of the signing when you did appoint Lopetegui?
So on Moyes, all of the above: style, philosophy, results. We're playing a pragmatic style of football and conceding more goals than anyone in the league. So it was complete waste. It just stagnated. Like at sometimes you have to change. Like you can't keep dining off past successes. You need to freshen it up. So I thought it was right. I still don't regret all this. Be careful what you wish for. I don't care if we get relegated. Honestly, I still won't sit there and go, oh, we should have kept Moyes. No, it was right. When we make the wrong appointment, that's another thing. I got to admit, I wasn't buzzing for Lopetegui when I heard the rumours. There's a tweet. I said, it's not the way. It doesn't excite me. It doesn't feel ambitious. However, I like some of the things that he says. I like some of the little things that I've seen him do. His game management, subbing players off at 37 minutes. We'd never see that from Moyes. Subbing 2 players off at halftime. Never see that from Moyes. It's obviously a transition, and it's a tough start. When we look at us, so many people are, making a bigger deal out of it. We've lost to Aston Villa, Man City, and Chelsea. 1.5 bill Chelsea, right? So, okay, it's not ideal. But at the same time, it's not as bad as people make out. But I think it's going to take time. When I look at that Chelsea team, he's still trying to work out the right team. But I think he's trying to play better football, and that's what I want to see. It's not quite clicking there yet, but we're playing the high line. Got exposed, but he's trying it. So, and we got good signings in. So, I have a good feeling about Lopetegui. He actually acknowledges his mistakes. He sits there and says, "Chelsea, I made a big mistake. I've got to learn from that." Other managers will go, the players then execute my plans. If you don't acknowledge your mistakes, you can't correct your mistakes. So that's the first thing. So yeah, look, I'm giving him time. I'm giving him a chance. The Fulham game for me, that was egregious because he played basically 3 DMs. That's where he started to lose me a bit, but he didn't do it again. So that's the main thing. So I'm still on board with Lopetegui at the moment.
I was surprised. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if any of the panel was surprised with the Lopetegui signing, because from David Moyes to this guy is known pretty much as being the Spanish David Moyes kind of thing, like very pragmatic. He's the most un-Spanish Spanish coach you're ever likely to see. And we know West Ham is all about style over substance, really, because I know you won the Conference League, wasn't it? You won the Europa Conference League, but there's a West Ham way. There's a tradition of playing beautiful football. Are you one of those that's sticking onto that? Look, if we don't win, at least I want to enjoy match days. At least I want to enjoy the football that we play. And I know you've touched upon it, but has he encouraged that football? Because listen, we're going to go through some of your players, and I'm going to ask my guys who we take from your team, and I think there's at least 2 players we take from your team. So there is a lot of talent in your team, especially in the forward areas. So has he shown you something that is different in terms of, we're going to play football at least. We're going to enjoy it at least.
Yeah, I've seen glimpses. He loves to play these triangles, these quick passes. We're having more possession. I've seen the players come out and say, he's trying to play better football. Now, people have said, oh, well, what else are the players going to say? Like, the players didn't say that about Moyes. They didn't say Moyes wants to play good football. They maybe praise him. Oh, Moyes is a good manager. He works us hard, that. But why would they make it up? If he's planning to play pragmatic football, why would the players come out and lie and say, he's trying to get us to play a better style of football? So that gives me faith. I've seen those little bits and pieces in the games of what we're trying to do. I would like us to move the ball quicker. That's what we need to work on. Too much passing sideways and trying to walk it into the back of the net. That's my problem. I want to see us move the ball quicker. And I'm hoping with time, and you've seen it, like you look at Lopetegui's teams, he loves those one-touch triangle passes, where you go pass, through, bang. And that's good football to me. So I want to see more of that. Style is important.
So tomorrow, you're coming to Anfield, League Cup. Obviously, most Liverpool fans are going to want to know what's the situation with your team, injuries, rotation. How seriously have you seen the press conference? Has he done your press conference? Of course he has. Yeah, the game's tomorrow. Obviously we want you for the West Ham insight. We're going to do the Liverpool section, and I know we haven't got you for long. You need to go and get your massage done and everything else. You know what I mean? That's it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But listen, I'm gonna ask you. Tell me, pick a lineup for me eventually to the best of your prediction knowledge, whatever, in terms of your injuries, suspensions. Bring us up to date.
Yeah, I mean, injury-wise, Emerson's touch and go for me.
The left back.
Left back. But this one is such a hard one to predict because not only bought a new manager, we've signed a load of players, and nearly every lineup has been different. We haven't got to the stage.
So he hasn't got a settled lineup so far.
No, and that's another thing. It's like he doesn't know his best team. So I look at it, and I can't. If I looked at every game, I don't think we've played exactly the same lineup in back-to-back games. In any game, everything's just been completely different. So all I can say is Fabianski will 100% start in goal because he's the cup keeper. If Emerson fit, he's left back. But I could also potentially see a three back. Tadibo has to come in for this game. Tadibo 100% has to, because Mavropanos he's not constructive to the way that Lopetegui wants to play. He's playing a high line with a defender that has not got the legs to get back and defend. Tadibo is that guy. So we need to get him match fit. And look, it may be a hard one to throw him in for, but look, we're up against it anyway. Look, we could play the best team possible and still lose. So just get him the minute. Just get him the minute. Kilman will probably still play if we do play a back four. If you went a back five, I'd be surprised. Wan-Bissaka, I know like he played, and we have to play Wan-Bissaka. We're not in Europe, so we might as well go as strong as possible. And then you've got Alvarez as the DM, which I think he's someone that is really underrated, to be honest. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. And then, Carlos Soler is another one. We have to get more game time. He's not looked sharp enough. So Soler as our centre midfielder. And then, you've got Somerville. I thought he was our best player against Chelsea on the left wing. And then I would put, Paqueta. So you probably see Paqueta in the 10, Kudus on the right, and then Bowen up front, which is kind of similar to the Chelsea game with a few personnel changes. I could potentially see that if he wants to still play that way, but this is Lopetegui. He could go something completely different. He could maybe play a 2 up top, and Ings scored the other day. Put Ings and Bowen up top together, have them play off each other.
Oh, of course, you've got Danny Boy Ings. You've got
Danny Ings. Boy. Yeah, he can come homecoming goal. You know what I mean? Play full through if he's back.
We've got a super chat that's related to West Ham. Red Indian says West Ham have not had a good striker. That's their problem. From Carlton Cole to Antonio to elevate them to the next level. Good academy players back in the days, though. So the reason why I've read the super chat out right now is you've said Bowen through the middle. Now, look, I don't know about the rest of the guys. I think Bowen's fantastic. You know what I mean? If he was a couple of years younger, I would have said he's the one I want to replace Mohamed Salah. That's how high I think.
You told me he was. You told me he was the guy.
I'm telling you, man, he you know what I mean? But the amount of money you guys are asking for, you know what I mean? You'd think he's Messi. He's not quite Messi levels, isn't it? So you guys need to lower your prices. But the point being is if Bowen's playing through the middle, talk to us about this 27 million. Is it the 27 million pound striker Fulkrug?
Yeah.
And then you've got Danny Ings.
Fulkrug was reportedly less than that, than the advertised price. Whatever that price is, I don't know. That's all I saw. But Fulkrug got injured for Germany, right? So there's a good chance he could be bench fit for this game. Like you'll see him on the bench, but unlikely to start. The thing is with Ings and Fulkrug, we need to get to the point where we're creating enough concrete chances for these players. These are players that can't create chances for themselves. So they need the other players to provide the service for them. And if the team's not yet set up to do that, then you might as well play someone like a Bowen or even an Antonio, which I'm not thrilled about at this point, but who can create stuff for themselves and make stuff happen. So that's the reason why at the moment I think we're doing that until we get the team set up for Fulkrug. Because why would you sign a Fulkrug if you're not planning to do that? I know we've done it time and time again. The Duran signing still hurts me. It physically pains me every time I think about him.
The non-signing, you mean? Yeah.
The non-signing of Duran. Yeah. Honestly, it hurts me. I get a pain in my chest when I think about Duran and how close we got to getting that guy who would have been it for us. But, we've got 3 strikers over 30 and 2 of them can't create for themselves. And one of them he's aged out. You know what I mean, in Antonio. So it's the striker situation has been so hard. Near enough most of my life, it's been a shambles.
Well, you've picked a strong. Your predicted lineup suggests that you're pretty much going full strength. I thought Kufal would come in because he hasn't been playing. Wan-Bissaka rested. I thought, in midfield. So, for example, your last lineup was 4-3-3 Areola. So I read that he's going to play Fabianski.
Yeah,
So he said he's going to play Fabianski in midfield. You think he's going to
in goal. Yeah.
allow Mavropanos? You think Todibo is going to come in?
Yeah, he has to. It's time. Yeah, he's if he's not going to bring him, when's he going to come in? Like, if we're not going to bring him in now, has to come in.
And you think Rodriguez is going to be replaced by Soler?
Yeah, Rodriguez, he got subbed off at 37 minutes. So
Ooh.
What about Edison
Yeah.
Alvarez? Is he gonna come? He's coming in? Because I see you guys use him as centre back last time in your back five.
well, I don't think a lot of people say I don't think he was a definitive. So he played a DM, but I think a lot of the time he started dropping deep to provide the cover. But he was a DM, but he was dropping to support the well, for all the good that did, by the way. So yeah, like he'll play in his DM role. Even Wan-Bissaka, like I said, we're not in Europe. There's no point resting players for this game. Like
This early,
we have to. Yeah, like it's so early.
Lawless, do you mind me asking? Do you think Somerville will start?
Yeah, listen, like I said, he was our best player, and he is the only natural left winger we've got at this club right now. So when we played Kudus there, yeah, we got rid of Ben Rama, who was a left winger. I mean, we've got this guy Luis Guilherme, this young kid we bought from Brazil for 25 mil that no one's seen. You know what I mean? Don't even make the bench. I don't know what's going on with that. But with Somerville, yeah, like you play Kudus on the left instead, it just diminishes Kudus. We don't see as much out of Kudus. The same with Paqueta. They can play there if we have to, but after seeing the performance of Somerville, he's the best option to play left wing. It makes no sense to put Kudus there and play him and weaken Kudus. So yeah, I can see it.
If you go as strong as that, and obviously we're going to get to the Liverpool section in a little while, it could be very tasty. I thought you'd make more changes considering the rough start. I thought he might rotate a bit, rest a few, make sure Premier League's priority. But as you said,
but like I said,
it's his first league campaign. We don't know. Very much like Slot's first league campaign as well.
Yeah, if we was playing Wimbledon or something like that, like with different conversation. But this is Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, gone under the radar. And I said this after the Man City Arsenal game. Why is no one talking about how it's a great result for Liverpool? So this is potentially title challenging team at Anfield, where you've got a great record. We have to. This is like we have to go for it. You don't get a second chance. We lose, we're out. That's one less cup competition. And with the big squad that we've got, these cup games are the chance for us to play some of these different players. So we have to get through to hope that we get the easier draws. Then those squad players can come and we can rotate. Because if we're just in the Prem, it's going to be very hard for these other players to get minutes, you know what I mean? Unless it's off the bench here and there. So yeah, it is vital we try to win this. And plus for the positivity around the club. Do you know what I mean? Like it would be huge. It'd be a massive morale boost if we Yeah,
100%.
to win at Anfield. I don't know how much you're going to change. That's going to be interesting. And obviously, this is a slot Liverpool.
When you're in the jacuzzi later on, tune in because there's a hell of a changes for us. But before we do let you go, hit us with a prediction. Then you can do a heart and a head one. You can do both. You can do wherever you want. Give us a prediction how you think, considering how strong you think you're going to go, and. Considering I'm going to hint to you that we're going to not go strong in terms of our best 11.
Okay, so remind me, I always have to remember the rules for the Carabao. Now, if it's a draw at full time, is it extra time straight pens or?
Someone else help me out here. It's straight to pens, right? There's no extra time, is there?
Straight pens. Straight pens.
All right, let's say.
Straight pens. Can you play for penalties? Yeah. Can you play for penalties, West Ham?
Oh, yes. 06 revenge. Let's have a bit of 06 revenge, yeah? Okay. FA Cup revenge. Because, do you know what? My let's go Hart. Hart says 1-1, West Ham win on pens, yeah? My head is saying 3-1 Liverpool. So that's where we're at.
No, fair enough. You're a sensible lad. I'd suggest you go with your head. You know, I mean, you're a sensible lad. What are you? But Dan, listen, go and enjoy. Thank you so much for taking out for a little while to come on my channel and give us some insight into West Ham. And I'd say good luck tomorrow, but no, good luck in the rest of your season.
Yeah.
And good luck in everything else when you're playing Arsenal and City and all them, man. But yeah, hope you get smashed tomorrow. But listen, thank you very much, Dan, and we chat soon, my bro.
Listen, good luck. Hope you guys win the league over Arsenal. Stop Arsenal at all costs, no matter what, right? Just do that. And we will see you afterwards in the Prem, and we'll see where we're both at. So have a good rest of your
We'll
show,
get you on
guys.
again. We'll have a serious chat on the Premier League when it counts. Look after yourself. Take
Definitely.
care.
That's one, guys. Thanks for having me.
Same. Bye bye. That's pretty strong, man. I thought West Ham might go weak, but listen, we're gonna come to the Reds. Colonel, talk to me. Season so far, man. Where we at? 4 wins out of 5, or 5 wins out of 6, whichever way you want to look at it. The one bad blip it was. Injury situation seems to be fine, minus Harvey Elliott. Players' forms seems to be good. Where you at, man? How slotted in your opinion? Because we had hella discussions all through the summer, what we expect, what we anticipate. Where's your mind? Where's your mentality? What are you saying?
Very relaxed, man. No wild takes, no wild energy. Just I saw the Man United game, and both of his celebration was the same. It was very no applause, just a little fist turn. I don't know, pivot. I don't know what kind of celebration that was, but that's what I'm doing these days, man. Just in the crib, no yelling. I don't drink Guinness till after work. Just very mature way of looking at the game, analyzing the game. I'm seeing some things in the game, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I understand. All right, that needs some work, and just in my Rafa Benitez bag, just making notes in that, bro. Just really taking in the game, man. As far as where we're at, yeah, it's gonna be a title challenge. It's gonna be
It's gonna be a title challenge.
yeah, it's gonna be a treble off the top. I'm telling you that right now.
Okay.
Right now, guys.
Okay, you said that 3 seconds. You said that 3 seconds after
Listen.
no wild takes, no, and
No,
3
but
seconds
it's
later.
not. Listen, no. It wasn't a wild take, and here why it wasn't a wild take. Before we even started the league, what I saw in preseason, and I already remember I backed the team from. I have no complaints against the team. Maybe 1 or 2 players, but no complaints. So it is a good team he inherited. So I'm like, yo, we're back in FA and League Cup. That was already in the back before the season. The way man's playing right now, if you're gonna look me in the eye and tell me the one blip is enough to cost us the league, I don't know what you're smoking at, because you're gonna overlook the one early goal in the Champions League as well, because that early goal, we finished that game 3-1. So what are you doing? Overreacting 3 minutes into the game and rubbing out the other 90 minutes to play? So the way I'm seeing this, it's not about the sprint, it's about the marathon. Slot look like he's built for the marathon. And we have a team that can go for the marathon. You men are all Liverpool fans. If I'm chatting shit, I trust you men to pull me up. Chat, I trust you men to pull me up. I'm back in the team, Grizz.
Well,
you know I'm back in the team.
You set the scene for the rest of the show, because obviously, look, we want to discuss where we're at and how are we feeling. Mohammed, how are you feeling? Obviously, we spoke after the Forest debacle, and there was a debacle. Let's not get it twisted. That was embarrassing. New manager or no new manager, we should not be losing to Forest at home. But shit happens. Football can be a massive humbler. That was a humbler. What do you make of the comeback so far? When I mean comeback, the 2 games, and then and then how are you feeling in terms of where you're at now? Colonel's told us where he is at. He's ready to rally the troops and yeah, go for it.
Yeah, what Colonel said, I don't think that is a wild take. I think this team is equipped for a title charge. We've seen that last season until the last 5-6 games. This team is equipped for the title charge, and I'm sure we're going to get onto it soon. But we finished 3rd place last season. Our 2 competitors have lost critical players, both teams, with Rodri and Odegaard. Odegaard might not be out that long, but he's still out for a considerable amount of time, and Rodri's out for the full season. So they've weakened. We might not have strengthened in the summer, but those 2 teams that finished above us weakened. So there's no doubt whatsoever we are in a title race, without a shadow of a doubt. Try and tell the players that you're not in a title race. Try to say that to Van Dijk or Salah or Trent or McAllister. They're not having none of it. So this team's equipped to be in a title race. In terms of where we're at right now, calm, relaxed. I think the fixtures that we've had for the opening part of the season has been very favourable. Before the season began, looking at the fixture list and who we had to play, United away was the one that we was like, oh, that's obviously a very difficult game. And then we smashed them. I think 99% of Liverpool fans expected us to beat Nottingham Forest, beat Bournemouth at home. Unfortunately, we never beat Nottingham Forest last week. I do think it was a blip. Definitely, I do think it was a blip. It was just one of those results that I think it humbles you a little bit. But it's not something that should, ruin your mood too much, because you've seen what this team's capable of the week beforehand when we played against United, and then only a couple of days later what we did to AC Milan, and also what we did this weekend past against Bournemouth. Sorry, I think I got so wrong with folks. But yeah, in terms of like the season so far, it's calm. It's been nice. We haven't conceded many goals. I think we conceded 1 goal in the Prem, 1 goal in the Champions League, which I'm so happy about, because last season I felt like we was conceding for fun every single game. So that's a huge positive. The players, a lot of, as I said earlier, I think a lot of them I had a lot of criticism about, but a lot of them have proven me wrong. So happy days, long may that continue. Only positive signs, but it's only upwards from here. This is only early stages. There's a long season ahead. We're only in September, mid-September. We've got so many big games coming up in October, especially. I think there's a run after the international break where it's Chelsea, then City, then Real. That's when we're going to know really what this team's about. For now, as I said, the fixtures have been favourable. The teams that we should be beating in a way.
Ends. We're going to talk about going to the Bournemouth game very briefly. It was a weird game, man. I don't know about you. When I say weird, like interesting, it's different. It was open. It was end to end. Bournemouth came to play, and people were saying, "Oh, they played into our hands." But if they took a 2-0 lead, people would be praising them and say, "Yo, that's how you go and attack teams." Because remember, they had that disallowed goal, and then Kelleher makes a huge save. If they were 2-0 up, it's a whole different narrative from people, because people are trying to downplay our victory by saying, "Oh, Bournemouth played. They were naive. They played into your hands. Every team must play like Forest." Well, no, because Forest 1 hit, 1 kill. Do you get my point? It's you see how the narrative can spin, isn't it? But I thought we were very good, Ends.
Do you know what it is? Obviously, an offside goal is an offside goal. I'll never look back at it and go, we need to be worried. If you're offside, you're offside, man. I don't care how the build-up happened, whatever happened. The goalkeeper is in goal to make saves. So when everyone goes, your goalkeeper saved you today, and all these crazy... That's their jobs. They get paid to keep the ball at the back of the net. So my goalkeeper makes a save. I'm going to praise him, but I'm not going to pretend like he's not there to do that kind of job. I felt, if I'm going to be honest with you, it might sound crazy. I felt like we just went into the game. I don't know if the word was, guys, just make them feel that they're in the game, to allow them to get that little full sense of confidence and see if we can then pick them apart. Because there were certain times I saw like Virgil and Kanate, it was a bit more relaxed and slow it down, and we'll just clear it in, and we'll duel with you here and there. And I'm like, why are we playing? This is not how we played against AC Milan. We was a bit more assured in terms of how we're going to clear the ball, how we're going to pass it. But it felt like the guys was like, nah, just let them feel like they're in the game. And the more they feel like they're in the game, they're going to open up. And that's when we're going to pick them apart. And I felt like that from maybe like 7 to 8 minutes in. And I'm like, am I just thinking crazy, or is this actually what's going on? Or we just started slow and we're not playing as well as... But as the game went on, we just kept doing it. It's like, oh no, we'll give you the ball here and give you that sense of, oh yeah, you think you can dribble it, and then we'll just nick it off of you, and then we're up the other end and we pick them apart. But yeah, they played well. I saw a lot of people, the fan base saying, oh, they had 19 shots. But watching the game, I didn't feel like they had 19 shots. At no point did I feel like, oh my days, they're peppering our goal and we need to, stop this. It was more, I thought they had a couple of decent chances, look back at the stats, they only had 2 key shots. You're like, okay, goalkeeper made 2 saves. One came off of Trent and he stops it there. Simple save. And one at his near post. If he lets that in, you'd be questioning him. You know what I mean? Straight at him, just parry that around the corner. Other than that, man, it's not like they offered up anything. I think we could have scored easily another 2 or 3 or 4 goals in that game. But listen, beggars can't be choosers, man. We kept a clean sheet. See Kanate celebrating, making blocks and tackles. So
I love that.
That shows that the guys want these clean sheets. And then obviously we'll speak about Trent. He mentioned something about defending as well. We'll get to that. And then the guys just put away the couple of opportunities, man. Mo wasn't at his best again, but you have guys like Diaz now stepping up and doing the business, and then obviously Nunez with the wonder goal. I know a lot of fans don't really like him, but you know what I mean. He's there and he's doing his business. Got his start and scored his goal. But I'm enjoying it, man. And as I said, man, look, I'm with Colonel as well, man. I'm with the let's go and win some trophies and win the Prem. But as I said, guys, man, let's not create narratives for these guys. Just let them talk about Man City and Arsenal. And they've got the best, and they've got the best defenders and the best attackers, and they're the two that they need to look at, and Arteta and Pep. And we just slowly just win our games, clean sheet here, clean sheet there, get the 3 points here, get the 3 points, then we move, man. But the moment when we start hyping it up, when we're only 5 games in, that's when it comes back to bite us. So let's be calm and relax, man. Let everything just fall into place.
That's what I'm saying. Ninja settings, man. That's what I'm telling you, man. We're ninjas, man. Stealth. You know what I mean? Stealth. Suj sends in a super chat. Big up, Suj, man. Arsenal fan. But big follow the channel and big contributor. He says, big up Grizz on the panel. Hit the likes and subscribe, people. And he's not wrong. Right. Was you at the game on Sunday first?
The Bournemouth game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
Talk to us. Obviously, it's a total different vibe when you're there and you see these players. Talk to us when you saw Nunez in the lineup. Talk to us about what you think of Nunez, because it's the first time we're hearing your opinion on that. Me, Enz, and Mohammed and Colonel, we've been speaking all summer and whatnot about it. Talk to us about Nunez. Let's start with Nunez. Was you surprised he was in the lineup? And what's your thoughts about the situation around him?
First of all, I'm a Nunez advocate. I've always been a Nunez fan, despite many fans. I think the fan base is pretty split over him, aren't we? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of people back him. A lot of people think he lives offside, and he can't finish. So, but interesting fact from the weekend, by the way, is not once did a Liverpool player get caught offside in that game.
Oh, that went under the radar.
We've only been caught offside once all season.
Yeah, exactly. So,
whoa. Say that again, Mohammed.
We've been caught offside once all season.
In 4 games.
And it was me, yeah.
And like I said, you've got to take that as an improvement from a Nunez perspective, because obviously he started the game, and in a normal game he's offside 6 or 7 times a game, like, you know.
That's an interesting stat. We're going to get onto that story.
That as well. Last season, I think we were the highest in terms of offsides.
I don't want to rub this in, but
it's very
clear.
Try
to tell you, man, about new manager bounce and new manager effect.
It's clear that Arne Slot's came in and seen that this is an area of like a problem, and he sorted it with the first 5 games, one offside, perfect. But some might say it's because Nunez doesn't play, but hey, I'm not gonna...
who picks him? So pick up to the new manager.
He played the other day. He was offside once. So
see, this is what Nunez does, Wahid. As you can see, Nunez divides opinion. But let Wahid carry on. Sorry, this is what Nunez does.
Yeah, going back to your question, I wasn't surprised he was starting, because I think Jota in the last couple of games has faded off a little bit, and I think, you know, we got these 5 front players, which Klopp rotated a lot last season compared to what we've seen this season. So I think it was due a start, and I think, well, I mean, you can only praise Slot. I mean, Nunez ends up putting a good shift in and scores a banger, scores a worldie. So hopefully he takes that form and takes that confidence. And I don't know if you noticed his celebration, it was more relief for Nunez more than anything. I think he was more like, thank you, you know, and praising, like, and you can see a lot of weight actually lifted off his shoulders. Like,
is that a good thing though, Wahid? Is he too emotional? This is one of the criticisms levied at him, that look, everyone loves passion and elation and emotion. But one of the things that's levied at him is because of his lack of composure in front of goal, is because he's too emotional. Like that celebration, you're right. Maybe I'm overanalyzing, and you know,
my response to that would be, he's not emotional when he plays for Bielsa in Uruguay. He bangs him in. He's scored his form for Uruguay is 9 goals in the last 9 games or something silly like that. So Bielsa's obviously found a way to unlock him and nurture him. So I think Slot needs to not learn from Bielsa, but just understand. And I think Nunez is learning as well. I mean, we have to give him credit, even though we said he hasn't played all season. The game he played on Sunday, he wasn't offside. So baby steps, you know, and that's a baby step for him. He scored a goal. It wasn't any other goal. It was a banger. Let's not forget that. It was probably goal of the month, like, and probably up there for goal of the season. So hopefully he gets confidence from that. But I'd like to see him have a run of games as well now. Let's start Nunez, bring Jota off the bench as an impact player. But I'm definitely a Nunez advocate. We're in a group in Cardiff for the FPL group. Big up to all the boys in the group. And I get banter from them all the time about Nunez. But I've been his biggest fan and the biggest advocate. I treat him like my son, So yeah. So
that's a good way. That's a good way of treating him, because he's like it seems like he's the kind of player that needs a father figure. As a coach, as opposed to someone who's giving him too much instruction and too much tactical, planning.
But the talent's there. He's showing it for Uruguay. He can bang goals and he can be that, that striker. But the Premier League's a different beast, and maybe it is the Premier League, and it needs a couple of seasons to get used to it. Other strikers, world class ones, some of them come in and hit the ground running straight away. There's been other examples, like even the dirty neighbours. Rasmus Højlund, he hasn't really banged, really, is he? So it's going to take, it could be just the nature of the beast of this league that is probably takes time for him to settle more than anything.
Hacker says Darwin's a fighter jet, bombs away. Salah's Jota, Gakpo are Black Hawks. There's a tempo difference, really, in my opinion. That's one of those. Colonel would come out with that kind of analogy, but listen. Moving on. Look, tomorrow is the game. Defending champions, as I said, Colonel. Where are you at with this, man? Where are you at? Are you stop? I don't give a shit about this. I'm Champions League and I'm Premier League focused, razor sharp. I need us to be razor sharp for that. Or are you saying no? I want to win every trophy. I want to go and play in. And I want a lineup that's gonna show that, and we're gonna get onto the lineup. But where you at in terms of?
All right, it's not a wow take. Broaden your mind and the way you think about football.
Okay,
let's stand.
When he says this, people, you already know.
No. Just Liverpool fans. Hear me out. We'll get to the fan perspective, because I have to give you two perspectives. As a fan, it's trouble, right? Including this one. Mm-hmm. But if I'm on a slot, I'm putting all my eggs in this basket. I wouldn't admit it. Hear me out. I wouldn't admit it till maybe when I'm leaving or I get sacked down the road years to come or whatever. But the reason I'll put all my eggs in this basket is on the club, there's no trophy that we've gotten back to back. So as a new manager, the only back-to-back option you have is this one. We just won this one. So if the new manager comes in and picks it up as well, it's a good way to endear yourself to the fans. Obviously, the fans want the other trophy, including myself. But if there's any trophy that's high priority, it's this one. I know most fans don't care about this one, but the new manager, me coming in, this is a must-win trophy for me. Because the last guy just won it. I come in and just won it. That buys you at least another season. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I'm judging Slot heavily on this one. Even if he wins the Prem, I'm gonna be like, yeah, fam, but you fumble that one still. I'm gonna be that guy. So that's why I said there's two perspectives with me. So when he wins the other two, and we're like, nah, big up to man got the big trophies. Yeah. I'm gonna be salty. He fumbled this. So I'm just setting a precedence now that this trophy is high on my list, man. You should grab this.
You had me and us in the first half.
You said I lost you in the second half?
Yeah. You always do this. He had me in the first half. I was like, yo, I feel what Colonel's saying. And he had me really ready. But Mohammed, talk to me. Where are you at with it? What are you normally like with the League Cup? And especially now that we got a new coach. Okay, we're going to get into the squad, because we're going to obviously try to pick a team for tomorrow. But numbers-wise, not the most deepest, but fairly good in quality-wise. Where are you at with this trophy? Where are you at with tomorrow's game?
Traditionally, in terms of the League Cup, 99% of the time, I really don't care about it. I don't care if we win it or we don't. But, and reading between the lines of what Colonel said, I don't 100% agree with what you said, but there's somewhere that we probably cross lines. It's Slot's first season at Liverpool. if you look at Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, they prioritize winning the League Cup in their first season or first 2 seasons. I'm sure Mourinho won it like at least 2-3 times in his first stint at Chelsea, and Guardiola won it a couple of times as well. It's a good little trophy to win. Just to tick it off the box like you've won a trophy. I think that would be good. But me personally, even if I was the new Liverpool manager, if I'm on Slots and I'm picking a team for tomorrow, it's completely rotated. It's a completely fresh, brand new 11. But with that being said, that rotated 11, in my opinion, is still good enough to win the EFL Cup because it's got quality in every single position. So my expectation is to go out there tomorrow with this rotated team and to actually go out and beat West Ham and continue with this team. And then if we get to a final, maybe you bring in like a Virgil, maybe you bring in a Salah, I don't know. But with this rotated, the second team that we've got is good enough to win the EFL Cup, in my opinion. So yeah, it'll be good for Slot to win his first trophy early on, give the team a little boost, the fans a little boost, himself a little boost. I think it's just a nice little trophy to win. But traditionally, I don't really care about this cup, I'll be honest with you. As you said, not about 100 different names, the Worthington Cup, the Milky Way, whatever. It's just like, it's a joke.
So we've got an equalizer. Yeah. Colonel scored the opening goal, and we've got an equalizer from Mohammed. All right. And where are you at with the trophy? With tomorrow? Or are you one of those? Because I'm going to be honest. You know what I'm like? I'm going to be very honest. I'm one of those that gets involved as the tournament goes on and on and on. I'm a hype merchant. I like, okay, quarterfinals. Then I'm looking at the next draw. Who we're drawing? If we get a nice little Norwich at home, semi-final. Okay. If we get a little Leicester City at home, final, and I'm there. Ticket, Wembley. I'm first one in Wembley Stadium because I love a trip to Wembley. I've had some amazing days out at Wembley. Last season, the League Cup final against Chelsea with the kids, the way it happened with Simicas's corner, Virgil, I'm not going to lie, I lost my voice and everything. It was like celebrating a Champions League trophy, but it was at that stage. At this stage, yeah, I don't know where I'm at, but where are you at?
Bro, I want to win everything, man. Anything that we're in, I want trophies.
That's me. I'm a British until we come in.
I don't want to be a team that just goes, let's put all of our eggs in one basket, Premier League, Champions League, as if it's a guaranteed. The Premier League isn't guaranteed. There's Man City in there. There's Arsenal doing what they're doing. In the Champions League, you got the crazy team that's Real Madrid with Mbappe now. So why not go and try and win trophies to breathe that confidence and give the players that go, okay, we've got this now. I've got that taste of what's to come. Can we go and win a Premier League now? Can we go and win an FA Cup? The moment we start just throwing away trophies, man, I don't like that. I don't like just throwing it away, calling it the little cup and that. No, we have to call it what it is, man. It's the League Cup, innit? We got the FA Cup, we got the League Cup, we got the Premier League. If you win all three, you get the treble. It's a big trophy to win, man. And I guess over the years, Ferguson with his rotated team and throwing up, youth players and all that, everyone's kind of just gone, it's useless and blah, blah, blah. Well, you can be on the other side of that. You've got a team called Arsenal, 5 years now, nothing to show for it, playing great football and nothing. Winning a couple of these could have been like, okay, I can see the process. We got trophies and blah, blah, blah. We've been picking these up, man. If no one wants them, give it to me, bro. I'll take them. You don't want them. We'll win them and add to our trophy cabinet and keep building and keep going towards, being the most decorated club in the country. But I'm here for it, bro. But I know what you mean. When you get further and you get the little draws and it's a home tie and it's Bournemouth, do you know what I mean? You get something like, okay, we can rotate it. Is the team strong enough to be rotated and still go and win against West Ham? Yeah, we got strong players to do so. But I don't want to make the team massively weak, and add a couple of youngsters on the bench just because. No, I still need the big gunners on the bench as well. If we're going to rotate it, I still want the big boys on the bench just in case we need to give them a go, man. But I'm not here for just throwing away trophies because I expect us to go and win others. I expect nothing, bro. But if we're in the competition, I want to win it. And that's it.
Wahid, what are you going to do tomorrow then? Obviously, let's start picking our team. But in terms of what you would do you think your way of thinking and fans' way of thinking is going to be different from Slot's way of thinking? We know Klopp pretty much rotated in the early rounds, pretty much throws out the kids in the first round, especially in his early years, right? if I remember, Klopp always used to, in the early years, and even actually recent times, obviously we know he entrusted a lot of youngsters. Do you think Slot, being a new coach, and the situation, because he sent a lot of youngsters that many of us thought would get loads of games in the League Cup and FA Cup. Yo, he's banished all of them. Banished, not the right word, but you know what I mean. He sent them packing. Okay, sent them packing is even worse. But what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying. He's like said, no, they're not ready for me right now. Where do you think how do you think he's going to see it?
It's a good question because, like, at the end of the day, I agree with comments Mo's made and Colonel as well. It's his first time in this competition, and he wants to obviously, if he can come out this season with any kind of trophy, it will look good. It will look good on him. And without disrespecting the League Cup, on paper, it's probably the easiest to win out the four. On paper,
Yeah.
If the draws go your way, because the early rounds, as you know, the big teams, most of the teams, they rotate heavily. And I think we are going to rotate tomorrow, but not as heavily as everyone thinks, because I think there's a case for some first team players need to play to gain a bit of form. Szoboszlai, for example. I think Szoboszlai should be playing tomorrow because even though he runs himself to the ground, I also think he needs to play himself into a bit of form with his decision making, which I think we all know his decision making lets him down a little bit. So I think there is going to be a couple of big boys there. I also think Virgil's going to play tomorrow as well. So I think we'll see a mixture of some rotation, but like Mo said, I still think our second team is good enough to win this competition.
Aaron says no one's mentioned that we've got a game on Saturday as well, so there will be rotation. Wolves have a week off to prepare for this.
But we also had a game in the Champions League midweek, and we only made 2 changes.
Yeah. Well, did anyone see the Slot's press conference earlier at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he actually kind of mentioned he was leaning towards rotating because he mentioned those fixtures. So I think we will see some rotation, but like not a mad rotation. I think you'll see people like Gakpo, Nunez, even Chiesa might get a start. You know, I'd like to see Gomez get a start in centre back because I think Virgil needs a rest personally.
Well, let's get into it. Let's get into it. We're gonna bring up the team predictor lineup, and I was gonna do a combine, but I have a feeling we're gonna have way too many disagreements. So I think we're gonna, this ain't gonna end well.
Can I make it easy with some of the like disagreements? Because the same thing N said with 2 changes last midweek. I don't think there's 4 players that needs to be out the team. And I'm saying 4 max.
So do you know what we're going to do? We're going to pick our teams very quickly, us individually. So I want you to pick your team, and then Enz is going to try to fit him in as we go along. Is that all right, Enz? Yeah, we go with what Colonel would pick tomorrow. Yeah, and then what we'll do, we'll see who was right and who got the most right, and slap up the one who got the most wrong. Yeah, virtual slap, not physical slap, virtual slap up. Yeah. So Colonel, pick your team, man. Go for it.
Yeah, so I'm going Kelleher, Bradley.
Yeah, go on. Bro.
Yeah, you'll do it.
I feel like Konate has been massive. He's one of my 4 that will be rotated.
Oh, fair enough.
That'll be Kwanzaa. Yeah, it'll be Kwanzaa and VVD.
You're playing VVD, yeah?
Yeah, VVD is gonna be running in there. Need that captain on the pitch to bring the mandem out, you know. And then it's Tsimikas. Wait, Tsimikas played. Now to be Robbo.
Oh, you playing Robbo Oh, you're playing Robbo. Okay.
Yeah, Robbo coming. This is his level.
You don't want to play Simi?
No, leave him. No, let's not listen.
Simi,
I want to slap him out.
Simi's a starter.
Enz, why are you helping him?
Sorry, man. Sorry.
No. Simi's a starter. Robbo's
I need him to get slapped up virtually. Anyway, go on.
Nah, watch this. So this isn't a game where we need Gravenberch. He's been brilliant. So we need to make sure he's, calm and steady. So I think that's an area where we'll see rotation. So I'm going Jones and feel like man like Morton might step in there as well.
He's forgetting his main man, but I don't want to help him.
No. I want to give the debutant his shout where he said Szoboszlai needs that minutes. So I think Szoboszlai will be the mainstay in the middle.
No, but what I'm
So I'll
saying
put
is, watch
Sabazala
when
in the
someone.
10.
No. What people in the chat and people on the panel, the rest of the panel, watch when a certain player is mentioned. Watch him realize, oh shit. Watch what's this? But anyway,
No, Grizz. You see this lineup, yeah? You see when you see this lineup, just message me privately with the respects. I'm not even gonna air you out. Kia's on the right.
full debut. Yeah, you ready? Yeah, he's ready. Yeah, you ready? And he's ready.
It's not even about ready, Grizz. What I'm trying to show you is the way we're moving. We have to move with a bit of class, and the class dictates, bro. We don't need men like Salah and Gravenberch, the main guys. We don't need them running around right now in this round, bro. And that's the point I'm trying to get at. Kanate, we don't need him running around. I'm going Nunez up top, and then I'm going Gakpo on the left. And people in the chat, screenshot this. And the reason why I'm screenshotting this, and I'm going to tell you the one caveat with this team right here. VVD won't play the full game. VVB would be the sub for Gomez to come in.
Okay.
Yeah, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. So he doesn't have to see out the game, but we need him to be starting it. You know what I'm saying? Walk them out, and I think that'll be dope, man.
Okay, people.
And who's up front? Did you want to put? Sorry,
Nunez.
Nunez up front. Yeah.
I'll back that one, bro.
No. Please keep quiet. Don't give him any hints, any help, nothing.
No, like I said, you man screenshot this team.
Yeah. I got mentally screenshot, bro. I don't forget anything you say. You already know this. I don't forget anything you say. People in the chat, remember this, yeah? So he's got Kelleher, he's got Bradley, he's changed the right side, but he wants to leave the left side, the old side, yeah?
Diaz, Salah, Gravenberch, and Kanate.
I'm just analyzing your team, broski. Why are you insecure now? I'm analyzing your team.
In this round. We don't need these 4 players in this round.
I'm just analyzing your team. I'm just analyzing your team. And you got young Moulton and Curtis Jones, Sabozalai, Chiesa making his full debut, Cody Gakpo and Darwin Nunez. People remember that for the next show. You know what I mean? Mohammed, we're going to switch up to you. So obviously we don't need to take out everyone because there's going to be players that you're probably keeping. So Mohammed, this is Colonel's team tomorrow. What are you doing with this?
I'm doing a couple of changes, to be fair.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, fair enough. No problem. Go for it. Explain.
All right. So personally, I want to be playing Virgil. Come on,
You're
the
not.
guy's 33. We can't be playing him all the time. Let's play Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez needs to play. And left back, I'll be playing Shimaka's as well for pretty much the same reasons as Virgil van Dijk. He's a little bit older. Do you know what I mean? Let him have some rest. He played on the weekend. So that would be my back four. And I think that is the backup back four. And they should start in this kind of competition. In that midfield three, the double pivot, the two of those players, for me, they are playing. But I wouldn't play Szoboszlai. I don't think he needs to play. Although I do agree with our Welsh brother that he needs to get some form and he needs to build on his decision making. So he would be one of the players that I'll have on the bench to come on at about 70th minute. But I'll be playing Endo in the DM alongside Tyler Morton with Curtis Jones in the 10. So completely fresh new midfield. I don't even want to see McAllister on the bench. I think he deserves.
Hello, you see me?
He needs to put his feet up and relax. I don't want to see him. And then the front three, I'm calm with it. I'm not sure whether it's going to be Nunez or Jota because now I'm confused. I don't know who number 9 is. So I thought it was Jota, but Nunez played against Bournemouth. So does that mean Nunez is our new number 9? I'm not really sure, but either or, Nunez or Jota, I'm happy with either one of them. I think Jota can play. I think Nunez can play. But apart from that, the rest of the team, I think...
Pick it, but pick your... Don't do it. You're sitting on the fence with the last one. It's crucial. This could be the point that makes you avoids you getting virtual slaps.
Virtual slaps, okay, say no. But me personally, I'll continue with Darwin Nunez. I think the more you play him, just like these kind of games. For me, before the league even started, and I know we had to play in the League Cup, Darwin Nunez was the first name on the team sheets. So I'm not going to change from that. Do you know what I mean? In my opinion, Jota's still our first choice striker, and Nunez is second choice. So Nunez is starting for me. The rest of the team, I think, picks itself.
So people remember that. That's Mohammed's team.
Can I just ask a question, Mohammed? That's how many changes back? So 6.
It's a complete change, bro.
Complete change.
No, only Nunez stays. Two that's 9 changes.
Nunez and Kelleher stay, but the rest of the team is a complete change.
Do you think that this back 6 you picked, though, I'm just questioning it. Don't shoot me.
Okay.
They haven't played together.
Thank you. And these men don't know football, you know.
this is the thing though. Like, I'm just going off my whole experience of the League Cup in my whole entire lifetime, and I can never remember a team, especially with Klopp, where it was the same. We can look back on this. What's this? The fourth round or whatever. We can look back on the team. What round is it?
Third round now.
This is the third round. We can look back on Klopp's third round teams and see if any of them were starters. I can guarantee they weren't.
You were though. This is not Klopp's, bro. This is.
I know that's the point I was
Yeah,
going to
this
come
ain't
to.
Klopp,
I
bro.
don't
This
know
is
what Slot Roulette is. I don't know what it looks like. For all I know, it could be the exact same team against Bournemouth, and Salah's playing, Virgil's playing, McAllister's playing, Gravenberch is playing. I don't know, but I'm just going off what I would like to pick.
I feel like you've done the rotation based on the weekend instead of for the game. That's just where I'm thinking.
Yeah, because
Worried about injuries, players fatigue.
Absolutely, 100%. Because I've been stung as a Liverpool fan on a number of occasions where we've played dead rubber games. Well, not dead rubber games. Sorry, let me take that back. That's very disrespectful to the League Cup. But playing games where we shouldn't risk our star players and then they get injured and they're out for a very long time. I'm thinking Jota when we played against Midtjylland in the Champions League when we was already qualified. That type of kind of level. That's
they can be rested, and then on Friday in training they could hurt themselves.
I know. But as long as if they get hurt in training, then that's very unfortunate. It can happen at any given moment. But in terms of like this kind of game, for me, the League Cup is not ultra important. It's something that I would like to win. And as Grizz said before, the later it gets into the competition, we get to the semis and we're playing against, I don't know, somebody that we think we can beat and we get to a final. I'm amped up for it. But at this stage, it's rotation for me. Get the players some rest, get our first team players some rest, and we'll go into against Wolves on Saturday with our full first team. And furthermore, all these lads deserve a chance to actually play. Every single one of them. Connor Bradley deserves a chance. Gerard Conte deserves a chance. Gomez does. Chiesa, I don't know with Slot's press conference today, the way he talked about maybe he's not ready. I'm not sure whether he'll start. Gakpo 100% deserves to play.
I'm going to take this call and do your team as well straight away. Sorry.
So for me, all these lads deserve a chance to prove themselves that they are capable of playing in the first team against Wolves. And this is a perfect opportunity for them, because if they don't play this game, when do they play?
There's other games, man.
Can I ask you guys a question, though? I can't see Endo start in this game, you know. And Endo's my guy.
Why can't you see it?
Endo hasn't even made a sub appearance since the league really put off, bro. Like, man didn't even make the bench last game, bro. So you go from not making the bench to straight into this, bro.
Makes sense.
I like that. I don't like the fact that you can be left off the bench and jump straight into starting 11 and not just work your way back on the bench.
Is he frozen?
No. He's frozen.
Yeah, Colonel's frozen. So where we at? Okay, so Mohamed's finished his team.
Yeah, I've literally just made 2 changes out of there. I've put Virgil back in. I think you need your captain. Especially they've got a tool team. They've got Suchek. They've got a few other players in there that's going to cause us. You've got Kilman, set pieces. You're going to need your captain in there to make sure. If you're not going to play your captain, then you play Kanate to deal with that. I want to win the game. I just don't want to just play it because of playing it. I'll put Sobo in there. You want to play him into form. But I think if you give him, maybe just put him in a double pivot with Wataru and just screen protect. You don't have to do too much running today. Just relax and allow Curtis Jones to do the floating and creating, and that's you giving him minutes. I'll go with Chiesa. And it's not even just because it's the game. I think Mo has been underperforming for a few games now. So I'll give him the opportunity to step in and see what he can do. Cody, good, drop him in there. And then I would start Nunez just to build his confidence. But this is the team I would go with.
So you're making what? You're making 2, 3. You're making 6 changes.
Yeah.
6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 you would say because Gakpo didn't start in the last game.
Yeah. So 7 changes.
Yeah.
Mohamed made 9 changes. And
you only have Sabo over Morton. Different from my
Virgil.
Okay.
Oh, did you put Virgil as well?
I had Virgil. Yeah, I had Virgil. Yeah. So we just got one player difference.
So let's try to remember these teams, people. Let's try to remember these teams. I know who's my favorite to get slapped up. But let's keep it moving. Wahid, looking at the teams that the brothers have picked, you have the final well, actually, I get the final selection, but you get the second penultimate final selection. Are you making any changes to this? And give us your reasoning.
From Enz's, I won't make many changes. I have got a controversial one to put in there, and I'll give you my reasons why.
Go on.
I will only change Chiesa for the king. Even though we all know Salah needs a rest, Salah he just starts every game, doesn't he, all the time? Like, and I just got a feeling that if this was a cup game against a championship team or anyone lower than the Premier League, then it'll be full rotation. I think because it's West Ham, because it's a wounded animal, because they are going to come with a stronger lineup, I think we will see Mo and the likes of Van Dijk as well, just to offer that, and Szoboszlai, just to offer that spine. And that's why I think Salah will start. But you got people like Chiesa will come on. Trey Nyoni, I'd love to see him come on. Definitely as a number 10 or in the midfield at some point. So I think this will be similar to the starting lineup, because I think he wants to get a kind of a buffer before he can bring and start rest players. I still think West Ham are a difficult game, and there'll still be a strong lineup we're going to face. So I think this is going to be the team personally.
People, remember this team as well. Wahid, I definitely don't want Wahid to get debut slaps, man, virtually, man. I mean, that would be not nice, man. A debutant getting slapped up on Football Carnage, man, for his first. So let's just remember, see how many people get it right or how many people get it wrong, as the case may be. Anybody want to make any, like, listening to the squad and the way everyone else is reasoned with their team lineup? Anybody else want to make any last minute changes? Or forever keep your silence?
Colonel's actually got me thinking about Endo now, because he's got a point there. He wasn't.
Nah, bro, listen. Why? Let me clear.
No, you're right. You got me thinking. You got me thinking. You're right, because he wasn't even in the
from 4 minutes to starting. Not even on the bench last game to starting.
Yeah, that's what I mean, and I think that's a strong point. So now I'm very cautious about starting.
Don't be swayed by Colonel, man, on your debut, man. Don't do this. Stick to your guns. Mohamed stuck to his guns. Ends tried to change Mohamed's opinion, but Mohamed
I am going to stick. I am going to stick to my guns, but I can see where Colonel's coming from. That's what I'm saying.
All right, now that's all I need. Yeah, don't change up your slaps, man. Hold them slaps.
I'll take my slaps. Like, no problems.
Yeah. Endo doesn't play this game or start this game. Where does he play?
Wait, hold on, no, don't change anyone's opinion. That's it. The teams are set. I said everyone has a chance to change their teams. Everyone stayed quiet. That's it. Teams are locked in. I'm gonna pick my team.
Now watch Grizz pick the best team now based off everyone's opinion.
Yeah.
I could have gone first, bro. It's not about the best team. It's about opinions.
Next time you're going first. Nah, next time you're going first because of this, bro.
No problem. I'll go first next time. I think Virgil. I'm gonna bring in Gomez. Because Joey Gomez has got to play, bro. Like, what do you mean by this? Like, if Joey Gomez doesn't play in this game,
you're a real Liverpool fan.
So you're not playing Kwanzaa in this?
Yeah, Kwanzaa for Kwanzaa for.
No, don't help him. No, don't help him.
Gomez. Okay.
No, that's why I said, shut up, man, Colonel, man. That's why I said Virgil out. I'm resting up Virgil.
I'm even typing Virgil again, bro.
Hey, yo, listen, don't help the gaffer, man. Let him pick up
Kwanzaa. Definitely resting Szoboszlai. I know he's bionic, man, and I know he's got 3 lungs, but come on, man. Give the guy a break. I'm going Jones and Endo as my double pivot.
I'll put Jones in here, and then I'll move him from the next one. So you double pivot those two.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to go for controversial. Is it controversial? No. Okay, so I'm resting the king. I hear the reasoning for it, but I'm throwing in Chiesa for a debut, man. At home, West Ham. I'm throwing in Chiesa, man. Make his debut. This is where I'm gonna be different from all you, man. You lot all got like 3 midfielders. I'm saying Slot. Show me something what Klopp used to go do sometimes, and go throw 4 attackers, and throw Jota in there as well. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, you're getting slapped up, man.
Yeah,
you're
boy.
Getting slapped up.
Throw in Jota as well, and let's go.
No, Mohamed.
All out attack.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this how Jota got injured against Michelin? Just playing in a game.
Oh, man, why are you talking 2 years ago, man?
I hear where you're coming from. I get that, Keno, but Jota needs to get into some form. and I can see that happening in this game. Maybe playing Tyler Morton, I don't know, starting him. I'm not going to get swayed, but I like that shout of Jota and Nunez up top. But we haven't seen him play with a 2 up top yet, so we'll see. Unless he plays
Nah, he did it
Gakpo
in
in behind.
preseason. That formation was preseason.
Unless we play Gakpo in behind, he plays like Nunez on the wing, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
No, I'd keep Gakpo.
I'd
keep Gakpo. I'd keep Gakpo on the left.
Yes,
That's how he's been playing.
Same.
Chiesa is the one where I don't know where I'd play him. But then considering the lineup I picked,
you can rotate. You could just rotate with your front four, innit? You got up there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't look.
You know what the thing
I
is?
ain't done my badges, so I ain't putting him in a formation.
Elliot,
I only play FIFA.
Elliot being injured is such a huge loss for this team.
Elliot would have been perfect for this game. Though, right?
He's made for this game just in that 10 position, and then we could have Endo and Jones in the pivot.
Bro, I accept it. I'm getting a sack if Jota gets injured and starts and gets it. I'm getting a sack, not slap. I'm getting sacked. But I'm going for it, man. There's no extra time. There's no, you know what I mean. It's West Ham at home. Let's go and attack them. They're low on confidence. Let's go and smash them up, take a 2-goal lead, and then we can relax the ball. Because then you got all your players and all your big dogs to come on and relax the ball and totally take the sting out of the game. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm balls out, man. That's me. I'm throwing the League Cup. I'm throwing fire on West Ham.
Wait. It sounds like the League Cup is high on your list of priorities.
No. Salah, Diaz, Virgil, McAllister, all of the mans are getting rested. It's not high up. What do you mean?
Listen, we've got 3 games in 7 days now.
Literally rotate the whole team apart
We've
from
got 3 games in 7 days. And you're telling me tomorrow's game is any important compared to the other 2? They're nowhere near as important.
Listen, I'm listening to what my gaffer said, man. My gaffer said the next game is the important game.
You didn't. I don't think you listened to the rest of it, like what he said. I don't think you heard the rest of the press conference where he said, no, for sure there will be rotation. So, you know what I mean?
No, but he also said it's not like we haven't been rotating.
Yeah, he did, to be fair.
I'm just saying that the last midweek
Okay,
game...
well, let's see. Listen, let's see. We've all put our teams out. Everyone's going to remember their own teams. This is on camera. This is on camera, so you can't lie. Colonel, you can't squirm your way out of this. I'm going to bring it back up.
You know, whoever gets the team correct needs to get clipped up and get their flowers. That's all I'm saying.
You know it'll be me, and they won't give him my flowers.
I know it's going to be me.
No, we definitely give you flowers, man.
Every single one of you is, when I get it right tomorrow, I want you to tweet me tomorrow. Yeah.
To be fair, we've definitely got 2 right. We definitely got 2 right. Keller is starting in goal and Chiesa. I think those 2 are guaranteed.
Bradley as well. Joe Gomez and Concert and Shimikas and Endo and Tom Morton, Jones, Gakpo, Nunez.
Well, let's see. Listen, that's our lineups. Enough of the lineup business. Yeah, we see who gets slapped up virtually. As I said, I know who my favorite is. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Can we get a redemption score prediction?
Well, you want extra bonus points for getting the score right because your team's butters. All right, no problem. We give him a chance to redeem himself. Go on, score.
I think on a worst case scenario, like a poor performance, we'll still pull off a 3-0. Best case scenario, it'll be like 5-1. 5-1.
Colonel, could you add the guys that in your team who scores in them goals as well, please?
Oh, 100%, bro.
Who scores the goals?
100%, bro. Bro, it's a Nunez brace. Chiesa debut goal. That's 3 right there off the rip. Virgil nods one down again. 2 consecutive headers type of settings. And I'm missing 1 more goal. Enz, I think you'll like this one, you know. Man like Bradley in that. Sweet foot Bradley in that. It's 5 goals right there, man. What are you telling me, bro? What are you telling me?
5 goals. Okay, no problem. Mohammed, score prediction.
Oh, I'm gonna go with a little 3-1. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet in this game. I'll go with a 3-1.
Based on your team, you're definitely keeping a clean sheet.
We definitely are. We are.
No, you're not.
We're not. We'll see it there. I'll go with a 3-1. My goal scorers, I agree. I think Chiesa will get a debut goal. I don't know. I just got a feeling he'll get a debut goal. The other 2. We'll go Nunez and we'll go for a little wild shout. And we'll say Endo scores 2. 3-1.
You know, Bradley got higher odds than Endo. I'm just saying.
Endo's a banksman sometimes. He scored a couple of quarters. Just
I
saying.
said 2-1 earlier, but I'm gonna change it to 3-1. I think they'll score. I think if we're gonna rotate the back line, they'll score. If Virgil plays, which I'm putting him in there, I don't think we can concede. If he isn't playing based on what most of you guys have put, then I'll give them the goal from a set piece. But Nunez to score a brace and Chiesa debut.
Oh, that would be nice. Nunez brace and a Chiesa debut. That would be nice.
Yeah, I
Wahid,
said
what
that
you saying?
earlier. You ignored it. Why did you ignore that? I said the same exact thing.
That's what I do, innit? That's what
No,
I
bro,
do.
I said the exact same thing, and you just rubbed that out. Bro.
My bad. Flowers to you. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Colonel came out of it first. Yeah. Sorry. Wahid, what are you saying? Score prediction.
I reckon 2-1 Liverpool. I think Gakpo is going to be on the score sheet in the last 2 games he's played for us. He's been probably our standout player, even coming off the bench as well. So I think he's due that goal, and I think he'll get it tomorrow. And I think the second one, I think we're going to get a goal from midfield. So I'm going to, I got a feeling like Jones or Soberslide.
Say Endo.
No, I'm not going to say Endo.
Go to the ball with me.
Sorry, man. But yeah, I think 2-1. I'd like to see a win. I'm going to be there, so I want to see a win. I don't want to drive all the way for nothing. But yeah, win and 2-1. Yeah, I think they'll score though. That's the only problem.
Quasi says Paul Joyce says Curtis and Endo to start. So whoever hasn't got Endo is -1 already.
Listen, Quasi facts. Yo,
Whoever hasn't got
Quasi
Endo is
sources
-1 already.
Grizz.
Who hasn't got Endo? Hands up.
Grizz. Let me tell you something. Grizz, let me tell you something. I thought you had the worst source on YouTube until Quasi started this channel. That's what I'm saying. Quasi knows it's all love. But Grizz, I put you up there like, yo, I don't know about Grizz sources, And then Quasi just like, I'm taking that seat.
What I'm saying is whoever hasn't got Endo is -1 already. That's what I'm saying. -1, But yeah, man, I think it's going to be a madness. I don't think we're going to, we're just going to look to entertain and play with like the handbrake off. None of that controlled build up that we've been playing. I think he's going to just really look to play expansive football and see what the backups have got cooking, man. But let's go on to wow, we're running over time. We're going to have to be very quick. Let's go to the Trent comments and the situation and what we think. What's going on with Trent, man? So it wasn't a press conference. It wasn't an article. It wasn't an interview. So when the players come out in the mix zone, all the journalists tried to get a few words from the players, and Trent decided to stick around and give a few words. I'll come to you, Mohammed, first. Trent said what he said. Did you see it as a positive, as a negative? If someone in the chat can actually get the comments up, we'll go through them. But I think we all know the gist of the comments and what he said and everything. How did you perceive it all, man?
I don't know, man. It was a bit at first when I first seen it, like literally my first impression was, yo, this guy's gone. And I don't know why, that's what I just thought. But then after I gave myself some time to actually let it sink in, I thought there's nothing wrong with his comments. It wasn't nothing too wild. Stuff like saying he's motivated by winning trophies. There's nothing wrong with him saying that. He should be motivated to win trophies, and he's at a club where he should be winning trophies. Him mentioning that his contract negotiations has never been in the public in the past, and they won't be this time as well. I don't see anything wrong with that too. I think he had to come out and say something, because if we look back, Virgil came out and he's talked about his contract situation. Mohamed Salah's also came out and talked about his contract situation. I felt like it was only right for Trent to come out as well and talk about his contract situation. He didn't say he was leaving or anything. He just said things will get sorted and close doors as it normally will. I'm calm about it, man. He's talked about being the captain of the club one day as well. Again, listen, I'm so calm. I'm sure he will sign the contract, but I just keep asking myself, why is it taking so long? What's going on? Why have these 3 lads not signed the contract yet? Like, what's the delay? Like, I just don't know what's going on, but I'm calm about it, to be fair.
Are you calm, Colonel? Are you calm about the situation? Are you calm about what he said?
No, I have no.
Or are you worried?
You remember 2 seasons, could have been 3, when me and you, when I think it was Steve. Big up to Steve. I haven't talked to him since. And I was saying about giving him the armband so he can mature. it was very mature. It's kind of almost like it's unfortunate he's in this situation forever, for whatever the reason is, whether it's looking for the right amount, looking for the best deal, just looking for to make sure the club is valuing him in the right way. Whatever the reason he ends up being in this position without being offered a contract before, because there was a lot of backroom changes. Edwards coming back, Hughes. There was a guy before Hughes, Ward. So there was a lot of movements around personnel to handle contract. And it's probably the only reason it got into this point. But he's right, man. He's been signing deals and there's never been public. So I think it was a very mature way for him to handle it. I think a lot of us are just really frustrated. We're at this point where his contract is now a highlight. You see what I'm trying to say? Like last year, oh, could he leave on a free? I don't think it's as deep as that. And I think he handled it very professionally. I must give him credit for the way he handled it. It's very mature, man, just giving you context to who he is if you've forgotten. He's been there his whole life, bro. And he signed deals, and those deals never made it to front pages. So all of a sudden, I'm in my last year, people are stressing. It's like, bro, as long as the terms and everything is right and whoever's talking to him, talk to him the right way, I think he'll sign it, man. I don't think there's any doubt over Trent, bro. Like, when I buy a shirt, bro, just know, man, like, I make some wild takes, bro, but Trent staying in that city ain't a wild take, bro. We'll lose Curtis Jones before we lose Trent, bro. It's just one of them ones.
Yo, stop that agenda, man. You said 2024.
No, it's not an agenda. It's just giving you the context. No, it's just giving you the context because, Grizz, when you hear a man is on his last year in his contract, automatically people go to raw. In 6 months, he can sign for another club and leave on a free. Bro, for us to put Trent in that category, we're rubbing out man's legacy, bro. That for me, very disrespectful. Man's been here his entire life, bro. If he wants to go down to the last day, he's earned that right. For us to be up in arms about whether or not, bro, man's been here his entire life. If he wants to take it to the last 2 minutes, that's his prerogative, bro. He's at least earned that. So let's just come off man back with this. Oh, he's saying this. He's looking. Bro, man's been here his entire life. What more you want from the man, bro? Obviously, when they get to the table, they'll sort it, man. I'm not worried, bro, at all, man. Trent's my guy, man. My captain.
And
I can only echo what Zabiri just said, man. Colonel just said. I feel like, when the new guys come into the club, there was a lot more to sort out than firstly they needed to worry about was the player's contract. They know the guys are going to be here for a year minimum anyway. It gives us time to really look at what else we need, bringing in the right coach, bringing in the coaching staff, looking at what things they need to implement and change. And then they can then worry about maybe, sorting out the player's contract, maybe bringing in players to build on the current squad as well. They've got plenty of time to sort out these guys' deals. I think everyone, too much Football Manager, too much FIFA, EA. You think you just press the button and they just sign it. There's so much to do when it comes to contracts. Mo's looking at maybe his last one. Virgil's looking at probably his last one. Trent is looking at this one's going to take me into my 30s. So there's so much little things they have to sort out, image rights, what they're going to get, bonuses wise as well. Where does this take me? Is there any percentage in terms of stocks in it? There's so many different things that these professionals have to look at before they even contemplate signing it, man. What you just said, Colonel, man, facts, bro. I don't see Trent wanting to leave. The Salahs of this world, maybe, is it time for him to, do his little farewell thing? Maybe. Virgil, I can see, wants to stay. They've openly said they want to stay. So if the players are saying that they want to stay and be Liverpool players, then it's just down to us now as a club to kind of get that done. Maybe they haven't found the right moment, the right time yet. Maybe the right time is coming up in a few weeks, maybe a few months. And then they can sort it out, man. I don't see them leaving in January or get their head turned at all. And I think that they'll get these deals done, man. We just need to stop worrying about that, bro. Because if we start scratching our heads and worrying about that, man, we're not gonna watch the football and enjoy it. We're worrying about players' contracts when our team is conceded only one goal in the league, smoked up AC Milan, smoking teams left, right, and centre, and we're worried about other players' contracts. When the time is right, they'll sign it. Don't stress about that, man.
Wahid, are you as calm as a couple of the guys, or are you a little bit nervous now? Because I get both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
I see the nervousness because literally they can start talking to other clubs, in January, which is not far away. So I see it, but where are you at?
Again, I agree with you. I see it, but I'm kind of calm, if that makes sense. I'm calm because I agree with everyone else. All three players have come out and said they want to stay. That's a fact, first and foremost. And I think they're just playing chess games with the board. I think they're using that leverage to say, look, we want to stay. It's up to you to match what we want and pay us what we think we're worth, So I think there's a bit of back and forth between the board and their agents. What's interesting for me, though, is, Salah's come out and said, I haven't heard nothing yet. VVD's come out, I haven't heard nothing. And now Trent. So when are the club actually going to make a move and propose something? Because it can't be all three players haven't been talked to yet. That can't be. I mean, surely, and even if you look from a business perspective, that's just bad business if you haven't talked to your three biggest assets. So I think for now I'm calm, but if it comes to December and squeaky bum time, when we're a month away from January and they can start talking to other people, then I'll be losing my mind and I won't be calm at all. For now, I'm calm because I just think you can read a lot into the body language of the players as well, and watch the inside training videos and watch them on match days as well. You can see they want to be there and they enjoy being there. But again, does the FSG board match their ambitions? And that's ultimately what it might come to. But for now, I'm calm. But if December we're still having this conversation, I ain't going to be calm.
The interesting part is like what you said about sort of the club can't not be talking to them. It's like September now. Where is it now? Yeah, September.
But Grizz, can I ask you a question on that real quick? So me and you spoke about the window, was kind of ranking it, and I was putting it highly because of the amount of outgoing. So with the Euros and I think offloading players was more important than bringing in players, and we got rid of a few players there. I don't think it's difficult to say September, October, November is where they're really looking at these three and going, how do we approach this? I shouldn't be giving them 3 months to do it, but September isn't over yet. So it's not bad we're talking about it prematurely this early September, but they could be working on it. I don't think we should be rushing in on these players. We have time. So I think the club really needs to just pattern that up because it's a big, important decision on your Salah, VVD, and Trent. It's a massive decision. So I don't want them getting it wrong either. But I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that as we speak, they're working on something. They just haven't made a move yet. So I think we should just trust in the club to be working it now and making that move. Like what he said, man. December, no talks, worrying. Right now, no talks, that's calm. Get it together, get it right, vet it over, email it to that guy, send it to me. I'll look it over. You know what I'm trying to say? Just make sure we get it right. I don't want him going in and the player come back like Genie and said, yo, the club give me some little dead thing. I don't want to hear that. So, Grizz, that's what I'm saying. You want him to work on it, though, right? You don't want him to rush it.
Nah, definitely. It's not a rushing type situation, but, it's a bit of an intriguing one. And I'm sure we'll find out why the delay and what caused it. There will be stories and articles done once they are done. We'll get to the bottom of it. If we need to get to the bottom of it, like Ken says, we need to worry about things on the pitch and the teams playing. But of course, when it surrounds you, three of your main stalwarts and your most influential players, then you are concerned. But people know that I'm very much of the opinion Salah and Trent are in talks and they have been approached. Trent didn't actually say that he hasn't been approached, guys. Trent didn't say that. What Trent said was, I've signed 4 or 5 extensions and they've all been behind the scenes and it's going to carry on be behind the scenes, which means it's going on behind the scenes.
Did he say, and this one won't be? That would have given me.
He said this one won't be either. It makes me think
he's already signed. The confidence.
He already signed, bro.
Yeah, there's something there. If this one won't be.
And look, and people have forgotten other things that he said. Like, I've spoken to Slot and about his plans for me. What plan? Like plans because you're staying, right? It can't be plans because you're going.
Yeah, you're leaving.
Oh, you know, and you know, I want to be captain of this club. You know, well, when he's not going to be captain of the club this year. You know what I mean? Because Virgil's here. So the only one I will say, just a little bombshell out there, I haven't, and doesn't mean there isn't, but I haven't myself heard of Virgil being spoken to. That's just me. I hope he has, and I pray he has, because Virgil, but I haven't. But I have heard Salah in talks and Trent in talks, and I know I've been saying it again and again. Trent will sign. Trent ain't going nowhere. But
Wait,
it's
are
about
you confirming Salah stays?
No, I didn't say that. I said in talks. Trent stays for sure.
No, but what your source is saying, though.
Trent. I've said Trent. Salah, we don't know yet. What my sources are saying is Virgil hasn't been.
Well, you got a
spoken to
call
yet.
while we were on stream just now.
Yeah, that was a chicken wings.
Oh, okay.
Can I just ask a quick question? Is it the fact of it's not happening when we as a fan want it to happen? Is that where the issue lies? Because why should it be what the fans want and when we want it to be signed?
Yeah, I hear.
But
Yeah.
I never like our star players' contracts going to like the last year.
Yeah, no one does. Yeah.
Nobody likes that. I don't like that. And as Wahid mentioned, very good points as well. By January, they can start speaking to different teams. And within September now, we're basically at the end of September. We've got October, November, December, like 3 months. And as you said, it's a very complex thing. It's not something that you just go over and you just sign a contract, you bish, bash, bosh, and it's done. It's got to be very detailed. And Salah just said a couple of weeks ago after that game against Manchester United that the club hasn't spoke to him. How's that not a little bit concerning? And
because what Zabir just said, we're getting rid of players. The Euros was on. We're trying to get other players in, got a new manager in, get new coaching. Like,
why can't they do both?
No, but because you can't. Okay, but one you've got a year to solve. Yeah, it doesn't mean you need to take the year, but you have a year to solve because you know they're definitely here for a year. So you got that year. The other one you definitely need to solve because without the new coaching staff, without getting rid of these players that's going to be taking money at the club when we should be saving this and possibly using that towards contracts, we can't wait and do that across the year. We have to do that now so we're in a good position to start the season and then go, all right, we've now got 7-8 months left. Okay, now we need to sit down and sort the big boys out.
No, I can't lie. I kind of disagree because it's not like it's just Richard Hughes. It's not just one person. There will be a whole team that will be
a team there, isn't it? Yeah,
there's a team there. It's not one person who has to speak individually.
How many people do you think is there sorting that out? In your opinion?
Sorry, go on.
How many people do you think is in there sorting that out?
I don't know. I'm not amongst the board, but I'm pretty confident.
It's exactly the same thing, bro.
I'm pretty confident
it won't be just Richard Hughes. Ask a question real quick.
It won't be just Richard Hughes. That's what I'm saying. Now, I'm assuming that there's going to be more than one person who can actually speak to like agents and speak to within the team and like delegate some important information to people.
Not with the big boys though.
Duty.
If it's the big boys, do you want Richard Hughes or you want an employee doing it?
It can be Richard Hughes or whoever's working alongside Richard Hughes should be as a big boy as Richard Hughes is. They should have
but it's not because he's the guy with the title and the wage package.
But even still, you can give somebody like Richard Hughes, somebody who works with Richard Hughes, to go and ask Salah's agents what in the ballpark does he want. Like talk to him. Like as Salah said just a couple of weeks ago, nobody in the club has said anything, and that was the end of September. The end of August. That's the transfer window.
Okay, what if he sends someone over and then they trigger him? Sorry, what if they send someone over and they trigger him?
Let me check the temperature of the fan base real quick.
When you're looking into this way too deep, send this one over there and we trigger them. You just go over there and ask very simple questions.
Why not like how you approach him, bro? The man, so you send in your crony, bro, when you come to talk to me as a grown man. I want Richard Hughes. I don't want this guy.
All right, cool. Boy, come on. If you've got that kind of mentality, then you're not going to really get that far.
These are the star guys, though. So why we say
star guys? Let them be star guys. But if you've got that kind of mentality, why are you even a professional in the first place? I'm not going to talk to these bro. I want to speak to the big boy. Like that's just
Colonel, Colonel wants to ask a question, and I've got the ultimate question to end it with because I've got a jet. You man's want to talk to midnight shit.
Hear this, Grizz, and I want your reaction as well before you jet. You know, I've always represented FSG. I love the way they do business. I think it's very brilliant and genius. It doesn't always line up with what we want as fans. All 3 of these man deals are done. We lose 3 games on the spin. Fan base is up in arms. What sweeter time to release the news than in that moment? As a pick-me-up. As a, let's keep this in the bag for when things get rocky, because it is a new season, new manager.
Nah.
It can get rocky. It can spiral. Listen,
Why keep it in the bag? Why keep it in the bag when?
No, Wahid, because we don't want to let all the smoke out and all the fire go.
But the smoke's already smoke's already out though, bro. Because
no. But
people are talking about it in interviews now. They're asking about the contracts rather than the game, like,
bro.
So
NDAs can be
last
signed.
year we had loads of
nothing. Keep it tight lid. We lose.
I get that, but
spin. Fan base is out of control. Salah signed a new deal.
If you remember last
Grizz,
year,
have you seen that play before?
Yeah,
We've all seen it. We've all seen it.
We've all seen it.
We know this kind of thing happens, but all three and waiting for us to lose.
No, but they can reel it out one at a time.
Red Indian thinks we already signed salary replacement Chiesa.
Hope not.
I'm gonna finish up with a very easy question to answer. Colonel, which one? In hypothetically.
Mohamed Salah.
Okay, no problem.
I don't
That's
even
the
hear the
one
question, but I know that's the question. Which one goes? Salah,
Yep.
get him out of here.
Mohammed, you have to release one. You can't sign all three. Hypothetically, people.
Bro, I don't know how you answered that so quickly.
I'm sorry, but he done it. He spat it out, man. He's ruthless. He just can't. This is why
I know this guy. Now I know this guy, man. I know this guy. I know he was gonna ask.
I can't answer that question.
You have to, bro.
All right.
Bro, how are you here this whole show and not know Grizz had this in the locker?
No, I obviously knew
prepared
this was. I'm saying your response was quick, like the way that you said Salah straight
No,
away.
because Grizz hit me up saying, "Yo,
instantly.
he's doing a show." I already knew this question was coming.
I know,
That's
but
how
it's
much I know.
that you think instantaneously just saying Salah like a bit disrespectful towards the king.
No. It's because
Yeah, man.
I know
Yeah, you
Grizz.
just
No, I know Grizz. I've been ducking him. I know this.
No, I know that Grizz was gonna ask that question. I'm not disputing that. I'm disputing the way that you said Salah so quickly.
Because I had
Like,
all day at
that's really
work
a
to
little
think
bit much.
about how I'm gonna answer Grizz one question.
All right, the way
I
I'm
had
gonna-
all day to think about it.
I haven't thought about it, but the way I'll answer Grizz's question is the one that we have to keep is Trent's. I'm not gonna answer the other question.
Ooh, that's a fence sitter. Have I seen one? And
I'm
so
still
So you want to keep Trent at all
Trent
costs.
is must keep. Like
Must keep,
out of the three, Trent by force is the one that we have to keep.
Grizz, this is a professional cop out. You have to allow it.
Yeah, you
that's
have
a
to answer.
professional
You have to
cop
answer.
out.
This question.
It's a professional
I'm not
cop
saying-
out.
Okay, we're gonna come back to no. We're gonna come back to you. What we'll do is we'll let you answer last, but you have to answer. Ends, you have to let go one.
Salah.
This ain't gonna happen, man, Mohammed, man. It ain't gonna actually happen. So you can be calm. Ends, you have to choose one to go.
Salah, bro. Done. Salah.
Wow. You two are way too fast, man.
Way
You're
too
letting the king go like that.
Yeah.
Wahid.
There's reasons, bro. We can get into another day.
No. We'll do another stream. I need to run.
Yeah, there's reasons.
It's a tough one, man. I'm torn between the king and VVD, if I'm honest. And I put VVD in that bracket as well, purely because of. I tell you why. I think it's easier to replace a big boy
centre-back
than it is to replace a 30 goal output and I know it sounds crazy because VVD is just a colossus, and I know that, but I think you can pick and nurture a big boy out there. So
I hear that.
that's my answer. I don't want to get rid of anyone. We
don't. We don't.
No.
Colonel and ends do.
Don't
But anyway, we won't touch on that.
yeah.
Colonel ends do want to get rid of people because the way they answered, that was premeditated. That's
they've already made their mind up.
They've already made their minds up long time.
Yo, right there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
Or it could be used for a new yacht.
yeah, exactly. It could be.
We don't know, do we? So, dude, just counteract that, isn't it?
So Wahid, who are you saying?
Oh man, at push, I'd probably Salah at a push purely because he hasn't hit form yet this season, based on this season only.
Mohammed.
Salah hasn't hit form.
We need an answer, Mohammed.
Not the Salah form we're used to. I mean, by now he's in double figures, like, you know.
Yeah, but the first 3 games of the season, we were going crazy about him. Let's not forget.
Yeah, I
And the
don't.
last 3 games, he's been MIA.
I
Yeah,
thought he was against AC Milan, and I thought he played
MIA, bro.
against Bournemouth as well. He was
Well,
MIA.
I
So
agree
it's,
with
so
you.
it's, so it's Virgil then, Mohammed. So it's Virgil.
No, my
We're gonna
answer.
end-
This is as simple as this, and then you can cut the stream. My answer is we have to keep Trent Alexander-Arnold.
No, that's
No,
not
you
answering
didn't.
my question.
No, we
That's
we
how
hear
we-
that. No one is
Come on, bro. You
disputing
got to
that.
give one.
Yeah,
That's
listen,
not answer to my
I'm
question.
sitting with his friends. I
Okay,
am sitting with his
change
friends,
it
and I-
then. Change it. You want to keep Trent. Who would you get rid of, Virgil and Salah? Then?
I
Yeah.
can't answer that question. It's basically the same.
Why can you not answer it? You were keeping your Trent. You said keep Trent at all costs. Trent is
Trent at all costs. We
yeah,
have
he's
to-
here. He's signed a new
I'm
deal.
gonna answer for him. It seems like the way he reacted to the Mohamed Salah news of you guys saying
He's keeping
you
Salah.
guys are saying by default we
he's
think
getting rid of VVD.
Yeah,
I like
VVD,
What,
that.
so we get rid of our club captain, our best centre back. No chance.
no, by default, bro.
Oh,
Unless you answer,
we get rid of the best right winger in the world. Oh no, I don't think so about that too. It's a simple. The answer is simple. We sign all 3 to a contract. Maybe the contract lengths will be different for the 3, but that's a different conversation. But we sign a contract for all 3. I don't see a huge decline in Salah. I don't see a huge decline in Virgil. And Trent's the future captain of Liverpool Football Club. Simple as that.
mad ending, people. We tried to
Grizz, end it
squeeze
for
an
us. Who you getting
answer.
rid of?
I know who you getting rid of.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, man, I'm trying to do the lookout after that question and didn't I?
No, hold on.
There's nice space on this bench. Come sit with
Hold
me,
on,
man.
hold on. I'm doing Salah. And we're gonna end the stream right there,
Big
people.
up, Grizz.
Listen, it's not getting rid of. No, see, I'm with Mohammed when it comes to the wording, but
The
allow
wording's
the wording. Yeah, the wording's mad.
Yeah, it's hypothetical. It was hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
Yeah,
Hypothetical.
Nah, but you two, you're moving like you weren't even hypothetical. You
Yeah, these two. Yeah, these two. Are, yeah, you're
Nah,
crooks.
you man-
These two are crooks.
Yeah, that was premeditated.
hypothetical.
No, you two
No,
are criminals. Criminals.
No.
Criminals.
It
Way
was
you
always
two said
hypothetical.
Salah
You
like
said it,
that.
Grizz, hypothetically, not
Even
really.
if-
You two are too much evilness when you said it. You said you didn't even say it nicely. I said me and Wahid broke down and emotionally we done all of that. Used to a cold-blooded killers,
Nah,
man. Yeah,
I'm
you
smart.
knew that ninja.
I
Yeah.
answered before the question was asked, so I
Now,
didn't
listen,
know what
the
question
king-
was.
Salah in a way.
When the king actually leaves this club, there's gonna be
I'll cry.
tears. There's
I
gonna
will.
be tears because he is the baddest man this club has seen. Cold-blooded killer and all of that business. So used to, you know what I mean? I don't know how you had the heart to say it so quickly because this guy's gonna bring tears to the fan base. We're never gonna see a Mohamed Salah ever again.
I will
Ever.
never see Virgil van Dijk ever again.
Of
We heard that
course.
about Torres. We heard
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
True.
We heard that before. We had Suarez.
No, wait. Are you doing
Torres?
Torres and Salah ends? No, I'm boycotting ends, man. Get out of here, man. Are you really doing Torres compared to Salah? Bro. I'm coming with violence now.
I'm not comparing them. All I'm
You
saying
are.
is
You just put
you
the
were-
two names in the same
we
sentence.
had Torres up here.
No,
on the
we
pedestal.
didn't. No, we
He left.
didn't.
We had
No, we
Suarez
never.
up here on the pedestal.
Oh,
He
to be
left.
honest,
Never.
we didn't.
Nothing like this. Are you talking
So
about
no
the
one
king
cared-
like
so
this?
No one
Nah,
cared
nah,
about
nah,
Torres
nah.
and Suarez.
No, not on this level.
Nah. When Torres left, I was literally
enough.
crying. I remember we had Torres at a very high.
No, but
pedestal.
are we talking Torres and Salah levels of comparison?
No, because obviously Salah's eclipsed Torres.
Shocking. People are right. Head loss. Madness. And you're getting it, bro. Rightly so.
Hey, I'm saying there's no way the Liverpool fan base are going to tell me they didn't put Torres up here.
Not with
Suarez up
Salah,
here.
not Salah
No,
levels.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying we've lost players that we put on a pedestal.
Salah's
What
on
was
a
another
level on
one?
his own, man.
The level of his
We're going to
own.
lose him, so he's going to
seen
come off the
Salah
pedestal.
tweet, and man called Salah a traitor for tweeting emoji eyes at Real Madrid. So I mean,
Hey,
there
what
is
was
something
his agent doing, bro, as well? Talking
Oh, yeah,
about
yeah, man. People, man. Madness. People, big up. Like the stream if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you, Wahid, for making your debut. We're gonna
Thank you,
get you
guys.
on much more, bro. It's been
Big
a
up,
pleasure.
man.
The Colonel Mohammed ends. We're gonna take this to a just us four stream violence. Yeah, I'm bringing violence.
Now we need
Watch
to do
out for
that
the next
slap
stream.
stream.
No. Oh yeah, the next one's gonna be a slap stream, but yeah, it's gonna be guns and roses and all kinds of shit. We out of here, people. Take care.
Peace.
Peace.